conquer everything. You're the terror stars. You're the terror stars.
Now there's beauty in a river, there's beauty in a stream, the noise of gushing water, that portion of the river under the old wooden bridge. Don't we all have such beautiful memories of riversides from our picnics and our holidays? How I wish I could relive that bliss by the river. Though it would be a little difficult in Mumbai, that's where I live. But let me get back to my business first. Tensions are mounting and the game is on. Welcome to the 7th quarter-final of Terraquiz. Of course, my name is Purab Kohli and it's time for us now to meet our teams. Starting with Team A, Indo-American School, Haryana, Jatin and Prerna. Jatin wants to be an astronomer and Prerna an IAS officer. Give them a big hand. Team B, our own English High School, Venkat and Pratyush. Venkat wants to be a chemical engineer and Pratyush wants to grow up to be a marine biologist. Team C, Army Public School, Jammu, Ansh and Anubhav. Ansh wants to join IIT when he gets out of school and so does Anubhav. Team D, Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Purushottam and Ankit. Purushottam also wants to be an IAS officer and Ankit a hardware engineer. Ankit also wants to design low emission vehicles. That's a really good thought, Ankit. Do you want low emission or you want no emission?
No emission.
No emission?
Yes.
No emission is better than low emission.
Yeah.
So you are going to look for alternative kinds of fuels?
Yes, of course.
Yeah? What ideas do you have?
Like I would like to use fuels like hydrogen. Today also we get some hydrogen type vehicles which run on fuels like hydrogen. So they produce a very low emissions into the atmosphere. So these are a good type of vehicles, but they cost a lot. So I would try to make some devices that would cost less and would produce low emissions into the atmosphere.
This is how we know that our future is bright, when we see young children who are the next generation actually having these sort of ideas in their head. Give them a big hand. So it's time for our first round. This one's called See Me Right. Alright, what's See Me Right? See Me Right is broken up into two parts. The first part is an anagram that will appear on your screen. Of course, I'll go team wise. So if I start with Team A, you will get an anagram on your screen. That's a word jumble. You guess the word correctly and you win yourself 20 points and also an additional question based on that word. And if you answer that question correctly, you get an additional 10 points. Now in case you don't get the anagram right, the whole set moves to Team B. And of course Team B, you don't get 20 and 10, you get 10 and 5. So the points are broken down to half. And if Team A gets the anagram right and doesn't do the question right, then the question gets passed on to the audience for 50,000 points. Audience is always smiling, more than our contestants. Alright teams, are you ready? Team A, we're going to start with you. Take a look at your screens. Here's your anagram. Alright, moving that to Team B. Team A given up on that one?
Tunisia.
Tunisia is the correct answer. 10 points for Team B. And Team B, here is your question. What is the popular term used by media to define protests against corruption, poverty and political repression in Tunisia that also inspired similar protests throughout the Middle East and North Africa in 2011?
Revolts. Coup.
Revolts was close, but that's not the correct answer. I'm going to pass it on to the audience. Anybody? Alright, the boy with the blue sweater there.
I am Vigneshwar from Indian School, Muscat. The correct answer is Jasmine, Revolution.
That's the correct answer. Give him a big hand. Since it was passed on, I'll just give you 25,000 points. Not 50, huh? Next time you can score more. Alright, moving on to Team B. Take a look at your screens. Here's your anagram. Yes, Team B?
No idea.
No idea. You can answer for Team A, but your own question you let go off. Moving that to Team C.
No idea.
No idea. Team C also giving up. The word was kalamkari or pen craft. Is a type of hand-painted or block-printed cotton textile which comes from the state of Andhra Pradesh. I can't even give you the question, so we're going to move on to Team C. Here's your anagram on your screens.
Glycerine.
Glycerine. No, that's incorrect. Moving that to Team D. Want to give that a shot?
No.
Team D also giving up. The word we're looking for is recycling. All right. Moving on to Team D. Take a look at your screens. Here's your anagram.
Coral reef.
Coral reef. That's the correct answer. Give them a big hand. And Team D, here's your question. What is the name of the world's largest coral reef located off the northeastern coast of Australia?
Great Barrier Reef.
That's the correct answer again. Looks like Team D is shooting ahead. Time to look at their scores. Team A, not doing too well in round 1. No points for them, but give them a hand for encouragement. Team B, stealing some points from Team A. 10 points. Team C also needing some encouragement. No points for you in round 1. Give them a big hand. And Team D, the top scorers of round 1, 30 points. So Team D is shot ahead in round 1, but we've got 2 more rounds to go. So teams, don't feel too bad. You can catch up and score lots of points in the next 2 rounds. But before that, we're going to go into a short break. And before that break, I want to share an absolutely fantastic story about water. It's about these few villagers in the arid parts of eastern Rajasthan. And during the 80s, this was declared a dark zone, meaning there was very little groundwater left. Rivers too had gone dead. And then a bunch of young motivated men turned around everything. What did they do? Well, find out after the break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, friends. Before the break, I spoke about a bunch of youth in Rajasthan who decided to bring water to their parched village. They built small earthen dams around the dry river and conserved every single drop of rain that fell there. Hundreds of such dams together raised the water table, and in a few years, the river came alive in full flow. It became perennial. Any guesses of which river I'm talking about? No guesses? Well, the answer is Arwari, and the district is Alwar in Rajasthan. And the name of the man who led this movement is Rajinder Singh, who received the Magsaysay Award for bringing dormant rivers back to life. Now, isn't that amazing? Well, let's go back to our quiz. It's time for round 2, and this one's called Track the Pick. All right, teams, this one's a buzzer round. Your fingers warm enough to hit the buzzer? All right, what we're going to do is on your screens, we're going to play a visual for you. Take a look at that visual. Based on that visual, I'll pose a question. If you know the correct answer, hit the buzzer and win yourself 10 points. If your answer is incorrect, you will lose 5 points in this round. So be careful that you're sure about the answer and going to hit the buzzer only if you know the correct answer. In case you hit the buzzer out of excitement and then you say pass, you're still going to lose points. All right, so don't do any of that. So teams, are you ready? So take a look at your screens for your first visual clue. And here's your question. It is a circular crater suspected to have developed due to an impact of a large meteorite on Deccan ballastic rock. The depression bears a saline water lake in its center. Name the crater. Team D?
Red Fort Ring.
Red Fort Ring. No, I'm sorry, that answer is incorrect. The answer I was looking for is Lonar Sarovar, located at Lonar in Buldana district, Maharashtra. Well, lose 5 points there, Team D, but you can catch up with your next visual clue. Take a look at your screens. Here's your question. This bird has a long, thin neck, which has a snake-like appearance when it swims. With its body submerged or while mating, what is this bird known as? No buzzers going off there. The answer I'm looking for is darter or snake bird. Moving on to the next visual clue, take a look at your screens. This is the only representative of genus antelope. It also featured in the 2010 film Prince of Persia. Which animal is this? No buzzers going off there. Very silent round. This is supposed to be the buzzer round. Team D not confident enough about the answer after losing 5 points? No. Alright, I'm going to give you this one. It's the black buck. Alright, moving on to the next clue. Take a look at your screens. And here's your question. Known for their fishing skills, people in China, Japan and Macedonia train these birds for fishing. Name these birds that are colonial nesters using trees, rocky islets or cliffs. Team C?
Phoenix.
The phoenix. No, that's incorrect. The answer I'm looking for is the cormorant. Moving on to the fifth visual clue. Take a look at your screens. And here's your question. A Eurasian member of the woodpecker family, it is sometimes mistaken for a green woodpecker due to the plumage color. Which species of woodpecker is this? The correct answer is grey-headed woodpecker or grey-faced woodpecker. Very silent buzz around, very silent buzz around. Alright, take a look at your screens. Here's the sixth visual clue. And here's your question. This is a multi-layered palace which is famous for its beehive-like structure. Constructed with red and pink sandstone, it was originally built to enable ladies of the royal household to watch the everyday life of the city. Name the monument. Team D?
Hawa Mahal.
Hawa Mahal.
Sure.
Sure?
Sure.
That's the correct answer. Give them a big hand. Have you been to the Hawa Mahal?
No.
You've seen lots of
In
pictures
videos
of it.
only.
And videos only. Alright, time for your seventh visual clue. Take a look at your screens. And here's your question. This is the national flower of a country which has also produced the cricketing giant Sir Gary Sobers. References to this flower were recorded as early as 1657. Name the flower. Bam. Here's my buzzer. The correct answer is Pride of Barbados, the national flower of Barbados. One last chance to hit your buzzers. Your last visual clue, take a look at your screens. This building bears the Scottish flavour of architecture. Only local woods like pine and cedar were used to construct this marvel. What is the name of this building? No buzzers going off there. The correct answer is Vice Regal House, Simla. Presently serves as the Centre for the Indian Institute of Advanced Study, IIAS. Well, just a few buzzers going off there in round two. Quite a silent buzzer round. Well, let's take a look at the scores. Team A. Audience, a loud hand of encouragement for them. Still scoring no points in round two. Team B. No points in round two. Staying at 10 points. Team C losing some points in round two, going down to -5. Come on, a big hand of encouragement for them. Team D scoring 10 but losing 5 with a total of 35 points. Team D slowly inching forward, but other teams don't lose hope. We have one mother of a round coming up right after this short break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. You're watching the 7th quarterfinals of Terraquiz. I bet our teams here are raring to go in for the last round. So let's see who will speed ahead to the semi-finals this week. Best of luck to all of you. And it's time now to play Turn the Tide. Now what is turn the tide? Well, it's an opportunity for you to actually turn the tide, especially you three teams, because Team D is a little ahead. So if you really want to scoot up front, here's your opportunity to win 360 points. What I'm going to do is give you 8 questions and 40 seconds to answer those 8 questions. Answer all of them correctly and win yourself 360 points. 10 for the first answer, 20 for the second, 30 for the third, 40 for the fourth, and so on and so forth. But in case you answer any of those questions incorrectly, then your next question goes back to just 10 points. Alright teams, are you ready? Is that clear? Okay, starting with Team A. Loud and clear. If I don't hear you, you will waste a lot of time. So make sure your answers are loud and crisp. Team A, your time starts now. Which animal has a gestation period of 22 months?
Pass.
Which leading Indian television channel is running a campaign to save the coast of India in collaboration with Toyota?
Pass.
Which Greek goddess gave birth to all life forms which return after their allotted span of life is over?
Pass.
Fossil specimens of which extinct species within the genus Homo and closely related to modern humans were found in Eurasia 28,000 years ago?
Great apes, chimpanzees.
Which chemical element has the shortest name having just 3 letters?
Pass.
Your time's up, Team A. Too much time on the questions or too soft? Moving on to Team B. Are you boys ready?
Yes.
Alright. Your time starts now. Which glands produce white blood cells?
Pass.
The neutered male of which animal is called a barrow?
A goat.
What is the name given to a negative electrode of an electrolytic cell?
Cathode.
Name an extrasolar planet which is said to be made out of diamond.
Pass.
Bees lay their eggs in the wax cells. What are these cells called?
Pass. Pass.
Hippopotamus secretes a thick sticky substance when they are on land. What color is the substance?
Red.
What happened on 12th April 1961?
World Wildlife Fund was launched.
Which breed of dog is also known as the barkless dog?
Poodle.
Attempting all 8 questions. Give them a big hand. Team C, are you ready?
Yeah.
Team C, your time starts now. In the human body, what is varicella commonly known as?
Pass.
In dogs, which organ is a means of proving their identity?
Pass.
What do crocodiles eat that help in digestion and add weight to their body so that they can stay submerged underwater?
Stones.
What is the offspring from male lion and a tigress known as?
Cub.
Who was America's first lady astronaut?
Pass.
Team C, name the first Indian wetland of international importance due to its rich biodiversity under the Ramsar Convention.
Bullet. Bullet.
Alright, give them a big hand. Team C attempting 6 questions. Team D, are you ready? Yes. Team D, your time starts now. It was formerly known as brimstone. What is it called now?
Pass.
Ainu are original inhabitants of which country?
Pass.
Which is the only planet that rotates from east to west?
Venus.
Name the instrument that is used to determine the boiling point of liquids.
Clinical thermometer.
Hawksbill, leatherback and loggerhead are
Tortoises.
types of...
Tortoises.
What did Emile Berliner invent in 1888?
Pass.
Snake's eyes are protected through a transparent skin. What is it known as?
Cuticle.
What famous procedure in space launches originated in 1929 from the film Woman on the Moon?
Spacewalk.
Team D attempting all 8 questions. Give them a big hand. And here are the scores in ascending order. In 4th position, we have Indo-American Senior Secondary School scoring no points, but they made it to the quarterfinals, so a huge round of applause to them. In 3rd position, we have Team C, Army Public School, with just 5 points. A huge round of applause for them. In 2nd position, also making the semi-finals, Team B with 20 points. And making it to the semi-finals, Team D, our top scorer for today, 45 points. So thank you teams, thank you very much for playing hard today, and thank you audience, a lovely audience sitting here, and all you people at home. Thank you for gathering, cheering these bright guys on. I will see you next week in the last quarter-final of Terraquiz. Tune in to find out who will book the last spot for the semi-finals. Till then, this is me, Purab, signing off. See you next time.